Greetings, I greet you in the name of our Father, Mother God. I'm light, I send you my light. I'm love, I send you my love. I'm gratitude, I send you my gratitude. I'm peace, I send you my peace. The divine in me greets the divine in you. Before we start today's reading from Omulongo, Matiya, I ask you kindly to make a conscious breath by imagining breathing in light and then exhaling out darkness. Inhaling light, exhale out darkness. Inhaling light, exhale out darkness. Inhaling light, exhale out darkness. I'll keep on reminding you that you did not come here to work for heaven. Your true identity sits in heaven. You came here to remember the divinity within you. But when you got here, you were deceived by the dark controllers that you came here to work for heaven. After your transition, you meet the same world that you've been creating until you change your perspective and your insight. When you are still in fresh, that is when you transit the limitation of the lower worlds or realities of your own creation. Remember the divinity within you and please do your inner work. All right. The reading goes like this. With love and greetings from all souls at this station. This is Matiya. After several years in an acceleration mode that increased steadily but slowly, now your world is practically dashing out of lower energies and racing towards higher luminancy. In constant with action in your solar system, your galaxy, and on into the universe, a great deal is taking place beyond the global curtain, but the most important action is within the souls. The reduction in lower vibration raised Earth's frequency, and they are downloading codes, doorways to the mind of the Creator to elevate the conscious contact with the soul level knowingness. You will rejoice in the moment of self-discovery and the sensation of being connected with everything around you. You will maneuver as your intention provides answers you need. If you ask within, you will stop wondering how it is possible to be and start already believing that you are in fact embodied light and an internal multidimensional divine sovereign soul with unlimited powers who is enjoying a physical lifetime as a human, assimilating the higher frequency, exciting 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 new levels of awareness is 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 a way forward in evolution, but in adjustment to the energy. Your dense bodies may experience natural and short-lived reactions such as exhaustion, flu-like symptoms, mildness, uh, um, forgettiveness, anxiety, and sadness. As often as possible, be in nature or with companion animals. The plants and the animal kingdoms, except for mankind, emit higher vibrations that release stress. Get sufficient rest, stay hydrated, eat lightly, exercise midly, enjoy light-hearted entertainment as you breathe rhythmically. Remember that only efforts with light as their foundation can be lasting. The new higher frequencies cannot help you make sense of a sea of speculations, opinions, and misinterpretation, misleading reports, outright lies, and actual facts, which are only the tips of the iceberg. Please do not give any energy to the publicized worrisome spread of a bad flu, measles outbreak, or bats in in Wuhan would have a new strain of coronavirus foolishness until the dark comes down their last breath. They will keep trying to kill you with vaccines, making money from selling vaccines and creating fear among a new epidemic before new vaccines are ready. Dear ones, ignore that old programming. Digest, digest yourself of all programming. Its intention is to keep you feeling helpless and behaving in according to with what authorities tell you. That long dark era is over. It will become a dismal chapter in your earth section of the universal history book. What may appear to be irrational shakeups in the United States government and the resultant confusion are compounded by the videos with AI produced characters and false information that dark ones prepare and interspear with authentic information and action. Actually, it will be seen that what actually is downwhere is the root of the unmanageable extent of secret operations, mind control, satanic worship, and theft that has pranged the world for millions. Statements in previous messages about United States recent presidential election being a victory of the light relate to that global darkness being brought to light so it can be ended. The current administration opponents were controlled by the Illuminati or the deep state. If they had won, they would have continued their unreasonable activities and world control. Question: are med beds going to be good for mankind, or are we going to discover later that they have been bad to us, like we found out with the COVID vaccine? The beds definitely will not be bad for anyone, but they cannot automatically heal anyone either. Any illness or condition chosen in a soul contract takes a precede over all healing efforts, and nothing puts forth by the medicine establishment or erotic healthcare giver or player circle can be successful. If a contract does not include the ailment, the body's self-healing capacity is the healing force. What a medbed can do is to activate that capacity if the frequency of the body's processing is set for the person's illness and debilitating condition. The principle is similar to royal remote laser invasion that had a range of radio wave settings and a specific frequency would destroy certain disease organisms. The medical establishment claimed his treatment method had no scientific basis, and that was why its use was forbidden. The fact is, his laboratory method was banned because it was indeed effective and did not require hospitalization or prescription of drugs. Let us add that medbeds are a welcome step forward, and all robotic or artificial intelligent development will offer benefits as the civilization evolves towards the ultimate source in healthcare. Reactivation of the body dormant DNA strains, none of which has programming for illness or aging beyond mankind prime years. I read that a solar flare would destroy all life on Earth, and the great source says it will held a brand new beginning for everyone. There also is a conflicting information about the darkness with their last 3 days or 10. Please ask Matthew about these events. We are not prominent of any predictions, but we will um, at least speak about those issues. Sol, the name of the soul that embodies as your solar system sun, and Gaia, the soul that embodied as the planet Terra, now called Earth, had had a close relationship from the beginning. Never would Sol do anything to harm Earth or her residents, but neither can he manifest as a brand new beginning for everyone. Every soul, every soul chooses what to do, and the choice of some will be to remain in 3D polarized political, religious, and cultural camps. That is quite all right. Everyone has many opportunities needed to grow consciously and spiritually, and individuals who choose to forward, forego that in this lifetime will not delay people who are embarking on their ascension journey. Now then, about days of darkness, 3 days may be a holdover from information saturated years ago in connection with the theory that Earth would enter the phantom belt. During the planet's 3 days passage from the belt edge to an interior orbiting space, light from the sun would be blocked, and everything would be as dark as ebony. That that was the only non-destroyer theory of the three derived by some of your scientists, and bearing an arrangement of cosmetic design, that scenario could not possibly occur. Scientists knew little about this universal phenomenon they called the phantom belt, other than its composition is a predominant phantom energy. We can tell you that the belt started when super charged ions and atomic particles from a supernova that exploded billions of years ago formed a void band. The band kept expanding by connecting cosmetic debris and kept gathering momentum until it became so vast and powerful that its gravitation force can shatter a distant sized astro object and pull it fragments into itself. That shuts down the theory of 3 days of passage in darkness after Earth enters the belt edge. And this is a timely topic because phantom energy is the makeup of the higher frequency that are coming in. Earth reached a phantom belt country in a matter of speaking. Always, some phantoms have been around you, but with recent influx, this lighter energy is burning with electronical composition of your atmosphere and your planet and your body. Phantom contain more light than electrons, which are the makeup of carbon-based cells. It is the phantom energy that transforms these cells into crystalline structure that is a storehouse of cosmetic knowledge. As long as electrons are dominant in your world, they will be for perhaps 30 more years. Everything that operates electronically will continue to do so. The change over to phantom power will be done smoothly, maybe with adapter until they are until there are replacements for everything that now is electronic or electronics. Phantom energy will toast bread, light lamps, provide transportation, and turn bathing bodies, returning to the days of darkness. If either 3 or 10 refer to sorrow, preventing light from reaching Earth, that never would happen. So the only other possibility would be Illuminati taking down energy grid around the globe. If no system that required electricity would function anywhere, there would be fear worldwide. Fear's low vibration would strengthen the dark ones, whose very survival depends on them, and they need to offset the higher vibration that are fast outnumbering the lower. So attempts to take down grid may be met, but if the light forces, if the light forces could not prevent that, they would restore power as quickly as possible. At this moment, however, nothing on Earth's energy field potential indicates anything that at all that would signify a global power outrage. This final stage of leading Earth of darkness and all life adjustment to higher frequency is dramatic, and the preference is feeling something different in the air, so to say. Some soul spirits are high with expectation. Many feel apprehensive and confused. Everyone who rejects business as usual wants change, but does not know how to bring it about. And the sense of spread impacted by the new frequency is causing some to feel chaos in the head. Beloved brothers and sisters, there is such a great need for your light and supportedness. The growing numbers of awakening souls need a beacon to guide them safely through the unknown waters. The many millions who are grieving the loss of families and friends need to be comforted. People who have been forced out of their houselands need to feel hopeful when the truth comes forth about off-planet satanic overlords whose puppets have ruled the planet for millions. The purpose will be shocked and need a steady hand. And an essential part of planetary cleansing is bringing to light the wounds of your world so they can be healed. Gaia needs to heal the low pain that for eons permeated her body, and healing must come to the myriad souls whose blood was shed unmercifully. The collective traumas embedded in the planet must be released, so the subdrain heartache that affect the life on Earth and beyond can be transmuted into light. Knowing what you should encounter at this time, you eagerly volunteered because members of our universal family on Earth would need your light to help them navigate through truth, turmoil, and hardship, and to the best help them. Your first priority must be yourself. To keep your light strong, balance intact, and energy high, you need periods of silency and rejuvenation of your body, mind, and spirit. Love yourself. Let go of upsetting memories, unwise decisions, and stressfulness. What if? Trusting your intuition and going with your personal flow will let you feel peaceful, yet empowered. Breathe deeply, dear one, then let your smile beam like the sun. The light has won. All beings are cherishing you ever onward and supporting you with unconditional love. Love and peace. Namaste.